Okay, hello to you watching. So I think this might be one of my most favorite, least favorite videos to watch on YouTube, where I get to look at eyeshadow palette collections. And of course, none of us should have this many eyeshadow palettes. This is a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I have 29. I'm on a no-buy for my eyeshadow palettes. No eyeshadow palettes will get bought. But I love that I have so much variety. And you will see some of them are loved and others are untouched. Because over the past year and a half, I kind of was in the need to get all the eyeshadow palettes that I wanted. So I don't apologize for having untouched palettes, but I am making a conscious effort to love what I have. And, you know, you can see my 1 month, 1 palette videos. And what's really great is I learn a lot about the palettes when I focus on them for a month. But it also means I don't get to touch my other palettes that much. I might bring back Palette Bingo Sunday just so I can keep using the other palettes. But anyway, all of that aside, let's get into the palettes I have. So you've seen this one already because it had the highlighter and bronzer and blush in it, but it's the Too Faced Holiday Palette from 2018. It's the Boss Lady Beauty Agenda Best Year Ever. It came with a little monthly planner that had some looks that you could try. And if you look at my 1 month, 1 palette from January 2018, I used this for that palette. So you can see I have Pan and Snow Day, and there are some use locations in a bunch of the other ones. I did enjoy this palette. I was able to make some really good looks with some of them, some of the shadows, but there were some of the shadows that didn't perform so well. Like Glittered didn't really, oh wait, no. Glittered was the good one. Iced Out wasn't a very good glitter. Snow Day and Marshmallow, or nope. I Want It All, Spiked Cider, and I Think I Don't Give a Fudge were really powdery. I really enjoyed Deck the Malls and Love Actually in my crease paired with just an eyeliner. But yeah, and I really like Deck the Malls in Jolly. Trimmed and Jolly. I'm reading it upside down, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, so that's that one. I guess I can continue on the Too Faced trend. I have the original chocolate bar. I got it when it was on sale, so it doesn't have any use in it. I haven't used it yet, but I don't know. I keep seeing people talk about it, so I really wanted it, and that's what it is. I gave into the commercialism of it all. But yeah, so I have it now, and it's good. It's good. I like that I have it. All right, more Too Faced. Where's the rest of my Too Faced? I have Just Peachy, and this was on sale too. Actually, almost all of my palettes, I got most of them because they were on sale. So this one, again, untouched because I got it during a high buy period. But I'm looking forward to giving it some love. I think it might be my 1 month, 1 palette for February because the rose tones, you know, February, Valentine's Day. Yeah. I think that's it for Too Faced palettes. So I guess let's move on to Lorac because I've got the Pirates of the Caribbean palette. This was one of my first purchases when I decided to start buying lots of eyeshadow palettes because it was Pirates of the Caribbean themed, and it was a lot of it. Like, so I'm really into astronomy. I'm getting my degree in it. And so anything star themed kind of gets me, and you'll see that when we get to some of the other palettes. But yeah, so that's the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette. In the same vein, they released a Beauty and the Beast palette, and this was my 1 month, 1 palette for February 2018. So you can see I have lots of pan and chip in, and good size dips in some other of the shadows. But yeah. Becky Loves Kanga is panning this palette. So she has some amazing progress with this palette. If you want to look at that, I will link her intro video for that down below. And then I think I have one more Lorac palette, and that's Lorac Mega Pro 4. Again, another one of those ones that I haven't really touched. I think I've only used it once. I'm going to stop making excuses and just state the fact and call it a day. So yeah, so that one's that one. We'll go on to my single shadows next. So this Z palette has 3 brands in it. These smaller ones are from a Sephora holiday palette from 2013. I've got pan in 2 of them. They're all mattes. I've decluttered a whole bunch of the other ones. There were like 72 of them, and I think I'm down to like 24 that I've kept. These shadows are all Coastal Scents. I got them during their 99-cent singles sale. I have used a bunch of them. I find them fun to play with. I mean, I love green, so I wanted to get some green eyeshadows. And then this one, which I have pan on, is an Anastasia Beverly Hills single in cream. So yeah, that's my singles palette. I guess I'll continue with the brands that I only have one from. So I've got the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions, and I just got this recently. Maybe last month, I think. Yeah, definitely last month. But it's the green one. And this mint color, I'm actually really blown away by. I was shocked how pigmented it was when it went on the skin. It didn't like disappear like a lot of pastel colors do. But yeah, got that. The next one is my current 1 month one palette, which is the NYX Perfect Filter. So if you watch my intro, you can see that, and I've got some nice dips going on. This shadow is really hard packed. You'll hear me say that again in my finale intro for the next 1 month one palette. There's that. And then I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. Yeah. And this one, if I can get it open, there it goes, has been greatly used. You can see huge dip, huge dip, huge dip, pan, decent sized pan, a good dip. I think these are the only 3 shades that I haven't really used. But I like this as my companion palette to all of my colorful palettes. So I can start with this and then just add a pop of color from my colorful palettes. Speaking of my colorful palettes, let's start with my favorite colorful palette, the Urban Decay Electric. Now, I don't have any pan in this one, but I do have visible dips in all of the shades because I do really like bright colors. And with furlough status happening right now, I'm actually taking advantage and doing some more fun eyeshadows when I go visit friends. So one night when I went swing dancing, I used Savage in my crease, deepened it with Slow Burn, and then on the lid, I did Chaos. Yeah. And I think a little Jilted. But yeah, it was fun. To continue with the Urban Decay trend, I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metals. And now some of them are fairly well used because I did use this as a 1 month one palette. I have pan in, which one is this? Glory. Because I got, around the same time I was in the musical, I got really into the gold eyeshadows. So, yeah. And then, the Urban Decay Distortion, which I was really excited about, but then when actually I used it for a 1 month one palette, was really disappointed in. Some of the shades really do a good job, like First Offense and Territorial are really good. Blackout is obviously really good. But man, this 5.0, no pigmentation at all. The transformative shades didn't really change it as much as I thought they were going to. I do like the matte gray. I mean, it takes a while to build up, but I do like that I have it in my collection now. I don't know. Overall, I was disappointed with it, and I did buy it at full price, and then within a month after buying it, it went on sale, which I was kind of bummed about, but it is what it is, and the packaging is gorgeous, but I don't know. The performance just wasn't there. Way to go, Urban Decay. But continuing on the Urban Decay trend, I've got all of the Naked palettes except for the Naked Cherry. Part of me thinks I need to get it just to be a completist, but I'm not going to get it because I'm on an OY. Let's go in order. Ooh, if I had them in order. So the Naked one, which was a 1 month one palette, but I hit no pan. I have a good dip in Naked and Buck, and then use in Half Baked, but no pan. I don't know how people pan these palettes. I find them so difficult to hit pan on, even in a month. That's dedication. You go, girls and guys who are panning the Naked palettes. But I do have original Naked, and it's perfect for, neutral looks. The Naked 2 was a 1 month one palette last year. I have pan in one shade, Foxy. I have dips in Verve and Booty Call and in Tease, because I use that in my crease. But yeah, what I can feel about the Naked palettes that I've used is that there's slightly too many shimmers. I would like one more matte or two more mattes in these palettes, because I just find it hard to create a look with so few mattes. But that's just my own personal opinion. Naked 3, I have not used myself, but I lent it to a friend and she used it a bit. It came broken, so that's unfortunate. But it also looks like I got a little hard pan. But it's a beautiful color range, and it eventually will be one of my 1 month one palettes. This is one of my newest additions, the Urban Decay Naked Smoky. It was on sale, so I got it because I had the other ones. I'm looking forward to using this one because I think this has a good mixture of shimmers and mattes that I'm actually looking for. And then the Naked Heat, which I've only used the once, maybe actually twice. I used it for Palette Bingo Sunday and then some other reason. I don't remember. I know I did. But yeah. The warm tones, which I guess I find it hard to make a cool toned look because I have so many warm tones. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes, but I have a feeling it's going to be. Okay, so one more Urban Decay. The Full Spectrum, which is just the rainbow. I have pan and iced. I have a really good dip in Bump, and then use in some of the other shades. This was a 1 month one palette last March. So, all right, that's it for Urban Decay. So I guess 3, 2, 2. Okay. So I've got two Kat Von D things. I've got the Kat Von D Shade and Light Quad in Plum. I've used it a couple times. I don't know. I don't have a real opinion on it yet. And then I have the Shade and Light Eye Shimmer, which I kind of wish I had the matte one instead of the shimmer, but I have a feeling I'll be able to make it work. It's fine. But I don't have an opinion on it yet. Okay, so I have 2 of the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows, Volume 2 and Volume 3. So, Volume 2 and Volume 3. You can see I have use in Volume 3, but not Volume 2. Volume 2 is newer to me. Again, on sale. And I like Makeup Forever. They're one of my favorite brands. So, on to 2 from Bad Habit. These are those dupe palettes for Natasha Denona shadows. This is the Supernova. And you can see I have pan in 3 shades. Sirius, Nebula, and Zenith. So this got a lot of use. Not only was it a 1 month, 1 palette, I also used it for one of the characters in Beauty and the Beast. And we used Red Giant, Nebula, and Flare on her look. And I also was using Nebula on my look, so that helped accelerate the pan hit in Nebula. Oh, I do really like these Bad Habits. I think they blend really well. The lasting power is there, you know. Really good quality for the amount of money you spend on them, which is not a lot of money. And then I had the Bad Habit Solstice because they came in a set. I have pan in spring and winter. Spring and fall are very powdery. Winter I was always using as an inner corner highlight, and I was digging down to the same area. But yeah, I think if I had to pick the two, I like the colors in Solstice better, but I like the performance of Supernova better. Yeah. Again, those are the reason I bought these were because they were astronomy themed, and so I got suckered in. And last but not least, my ColourPop palettes. The first one I got was the Golden State of Mind. And so it's all shimmers, so I have to use this as a companion palette to like an all matte palette or something like that. And I haven't really given it a full college try yet, but it's there, and I like having the opportunity to have all these glitters. And they don't have the names on the interior, so I wrote them myself. And then these are my newest palettes. I just got them in December. But the Yes Please palette, which everyone talks about, I have yet to use any of it, but I'm very excited because I've seen a number of people I watch on YouTube make beautiful looks from it, and so I'm really excited to try it out. And then, of course, astronomy. Again, I got the Zodiac palette, and I've used this once, but that's it. Again, it's a fun color palette, and I think it'll be fun to use for one palette at some point. So, since I put all of my palettes in a pile behind, I'm just going to rotate the camera to close it out. Ooh, let's not drop the camera. Alright, well, thank you for watching. These were all 29 of my eyeshadow palettes. I guess technically we only looked at 28 because my Z palette contains 2 sets of eyeshadows. So, alright, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.